All right, today is January 25th, 2024. Got my full manual valve body reverse shift pattern from TCI today. It's going in the S10. I'm gonna try to make this a pretty straightforward video. I'm just gonna show you guys how I do it. We're gonna start by draining the oil, dropping the pan, and removing the original valve body from the truck. All right, so you're gonna want to remove all your oil pan bolts, all of them except for the front two. Loosen those up, let the pan hang, and let all that oil drain out. Once the oil is completely drained, you're gonna pull the pan and get started on disassembling the valve body. Now that the pan's off, we're going to start by removing the filter. On the stock filter, you're going to have flathead screws. I've gotten a deep pan that came with a new extension. It came with bolts, but on a stock one, you're going to have flathead screws. So we're going to pull that filter down, and then we will remove the kickdown cable, which is secured over here with that clip. And we're also going to begin loosening the bolts for the valve body. All right. So this is the factory. This is the TCI. It's my understanding that TCI just takes factory valve bodies and they machine them, and there are some differences. So like here, they've machined out this path, whereas in the factory it's blocked. They've got some paths blocked, whereas they were not. So yeah, it's just a factory valve body that they've machined and rerouted some of the oil paths. I've got them all out. I'm going to clean up some of the hardware here and get started on putting them back in, putting the new one back in. All right, anyways, we're going to move on to removing this plate, getting these gaskets out, the separator plate out. Here you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bolts to remove. Hold that in place, drop that, get that down. Get that down. Here's one check ball. Anymore. Probably been close to 2 years now since my dad and I rebuilt this, and if I'm being honest with you, I didn't really have much of a hand in rebuilding it since I don't know shit about transmissions. So big props to my dad. All right, now gotten the kickdown cable removed from the casing. I'm going to be putting in the plug
This is a plug that TCI sent. I'm just going to stuff it up in there. Punch. So I can see. Oh, let's see if I can smack it in there. Give you a close up of that. Let's see. That is where the plug goes, right in there. Now, you can buy plugs that will cover the top side of the casing, which I probably will do as well. Another thing you're going to be doing is you're going to be removing your servo modulator. It is on the back side of the transmission over there. You'll take that out, and they also included a plug for that. That thing right there. All right, so one thing to note here with this modulator is there is a retaining bracket. It's a 1/2-inch bolt. You remove this. This is the bracket. And then you'll just pop that out. Maybe. And this is the plug. That goes just like that. Came with an O-ring. Push it in there. It should be sealed. Maybe. Good to go. Make sure you put the bracket back on to hold it in place. Second. And as far as the torque on this, I would assume it would be no more than maybe 15 foot-pounds. I don't know. I'm not that worried about it since it's just a retainer clip. I'm just going to tighten it down with a hand wrench and call it a day. Garbage anyways. You remember to put in your manual valve. And I've done that. And now we're going to get this clipped in here. Maybe. So maybe what's the deal? And you know, there's a board. We're going to put the board here. We'll wipe this out. All right. Good to go. All right, so another thing that I'm gonna do while I have the pan off, I'm just going through, since I got a new shifter, I'm going through and I'm making sure that I have my linkage adjusted properly. And what you want to do when you're looking for this is you just want to make sure that this roller is sitting good and it's not, creeping up the crest there, or not enough engaged. So I'm just going through the gears and I'm checking it. All right, so you got the filter back on. Now we're just gonna put on the oil pan and call it a day. The instructions say for a stock oil pan, add 4 quarts since you did not remove the converter. I've got a deep oil pan that adds 2 quarts, so I'll probably be putting 5.5 quarts. I'm gonna let it run, check the dipstick, see where we're sitting, and add from there.
All right, so a little update on the truck. We've gotten the interior pretty much how we want it. MPI Motion Racework steering wheel. We got the operator shift grip or shifter from Motion Raceworks. Waiting on my button for my line lock. Gonna be bleeding the brakes. We just put that valve body in, so we're gonna be ready to rock.